Hey YouTube, I clipped this just to show off my thoughts on some upcoming content. If you want to check out the full video, please check it out in the card to the right. Otherwise, enjoy this short piece. Drop a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, let's get started. Next up, we got Jack's Lost Chapter. Jack is getting an LD, 80, high armor, no rework. His LD gives him an insta break and a godly debuff that I'm sure you heard of by now if you're tuned into the community at all. It is at full stacks, it is I think it's a 50% max, no, not max brave, 50% defense down and 30% brave damage done up by the party. Why am I blanking on how to describe it? Anyway, you do 30% more brave damage when you do it. This is arguably one of the best debuffs in the game, and it's hyped for that reason. Jack is a good unit on his own, but that debuff really is something else. It makes you hit so hard, and his regular call is just damage, but the LD call puts up the debuff, and it's an insta break, single target on demand, and it splashes double dunk, I believe. In my opinion, I am not interested in him. I think the debuff is fantastic, but I think it's also overrated, and you can live without it. I do not recommend pulling just for calls. Maybe if I can clutch him on a free pull or something, I'd be interested, but I think he's all right. But I think he's cool in Type 0 too, but I can honestly live without him. I don't think you should pull for calls ever. Bad idea. Pull for units that you can use their calls as a consequence of having them in your roster. He's coming back with Leon's LD, and I'd rather go in on that banner and potentially get the gold debuff. And that banner also has Tidus Burst, so that banner is just way more value in my opinion if I'm going to use him just as a call. And that's what I did in JP, and I feel fine. I don't feel bad for having skipped him. Sure, he would have been useful, but I don't think I really would have ever wanted him in my party. So yeah, he's a good damage dealer. He's still Jack. He has the turn manipulation, so he works. His LD is pretty much a work better button, do more. I forget the terminology for that, but he's good. He's real good, but I don't think I want to use him. The Lufenia, it's a simple orb and it's a melee freeze. So simple orb, but there's a bit more nuance to the fight. They get fat warrior light shields at some point, and when they have the shields, you can't do melee damage, so you can't freeze the orbs. You need to take down the shield as much as possible. And that's where Jack's debuff comes in. Also Jack in general, because he has that whole crit damage up when on hitting a target that he's not doing damage to, plus that debuff, which means he'll just cut that shield down like it's nothing. Ramza is synergy here as well, so you're getting more mileage out of him. Ultimicia's consecutive turns are supposed to be good while the orb is frozen. She blows them up, and Ultimicia also has defense down, and she could potentially delete them. So you freeze the turns, freeze the orb for a while. They become immune to delay at some point, I think. I don't remember when. But this fight got memed on pretty hard with people who pulled Jack. You really just need a good melee unit. Obviously Jack will carry it, but it's entirely possible to do without synergy. I think this is one of the more tame fights, but still definitely restrictive if you don't have certain units. Also, it's a Thunder Absorb. So while you can, Reno's definitely out here. His debuff, as a call, his debuff is godly here. But you can't bring Reno's out. Sorry guys. And Lightning's gonna have a hard time here, so you probably can't herb derp Lightning through this. In JP, I ran Kai, Sky, and Ramza, and ran out of debuff slots like an idiot. GL, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know who I'm gonna run. Definitely gonna run Ramza. For the second, I don't know. I honestly don't know, so I'll have to think about that later. I'll figure it out when I get there. The challenge, Ignis is synergy as well. So JP, I ran Ignis, Ultimicia, Ramza. I'm gonna repeat that. My Ignis is 0 out of 3. Shouldn't be too tricky. But yeah, overall, this Lost Chapter is probably a bit of a breather for most of the community. But we have some fun stuff coming up next, so stay tuned. Alright, hope you enjoyed the clip. Please drop a like on this video and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Please be sure to check out the full video in the card, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.